Chapter 119, Beam from the Eyes! I won't do it, though. Is the scales not done yet? Then replace me. But I refuse. It looks like the scale peeling still needs some time. Meanwhile, let's use the skill points to acquire the new Evil Eye. My level rose 4 times and the skill points have increased to 200. With this, I can acquire a higher rank Evil Eye. The Evil Eyes that can be acquired at 200 points are Evil Eye of Lightning. Do I have to... You know what it is. Evil Eye of Lightning, Evil Eye of Wind, Evil Eye of Earth. Okay, fuck it. Fine. It's... It just inflicts that attribute to things that enter your line of sight. And that it says that for everything. So... I shouldn't skimp out on it. Evil Eye of Lightning costs 200. Inflicts lightning attribute to damage. Inflicts lightning attribute damage to things that enter your line of sight. Evil Eye of Wind inflicts wind attribute damage to things that enter your line of sight. Evil Eye of Earth inflicts earth attribute damage to things that enter your line of sight. Evil Eye of Heaviness inflicts heavy attribute to damage to things. To things that enter your line of sight. Evil Eye of Darkness inflicts dark attribute damage to things that enter your line of sight. Evil Eye of Soul Break inflicts hearsay attribute effect Soul Break to enter the things that enter your line of sight. Evil Eye of Stupefaction inflicts hearsay attribute effect Stupefaction to things that enter your line of sight. It's like this. This is the attribute attack type, whereas the Evil Eyes that can be acquired at level 100 points were abnormal status type. As for the Evil Eyes of the attribute that has a bad affinity with me like fire, the points are more higher. Although the ability of 2 hearsay attributes are nasty, I will pass it again because I will probably learn them sooner or later in hearsay magic. Then I will be the attribute in Evil Eyes. It will be the attribute Evil Eyes. But I don't know which to choose. Although Dark is the more compatible, but I don't want my attributes to be the same. Although my number of attacks increased a lot now, at the beginning I only had nothing but threads and poison, so my winning chance disappears when countermeasures of those two are done. Although I don't think that effective countermeasures can be done against all of my attacks, still, I think that I should have more attacks. That's why Dark is rejected. Wind, Lightning, Earth, and Heavy have remained. But what is Evil Eye of Earth? How does it work? I can't imagine it. Although I feel like wanting to see it, it seems to be useless against flying opponents. It might not be like that, but there's a possibility. I will pass the Earth. 3 choices. I'm hesitating. I think that Wind probably shoot a shockwave-like thing to the guy who entered my line of sight. Then, isn't it effective to use as a defense? For example, shooting it to an unapproaching fireball and offsets it. Because it's effective to the thing that entered my line of sight, I'm sure that it's possible. The lightning is completely offense. It seems that the highest power among the 3. Does the lightning come with paralysis? If it comes with it, then the paralysis rate will increase if I use it with Evil Eye paralysis. The possibility of no paralysis seems to be higher, though. Heaviness is probably gravity. This one looks like a continuation type, whereas the others are single-shot attack types. I think that it raises the opponent's gravity. I'm hesitating because there are merits in all of them. Yosh, I decided it. Currently, you have 200 skill points. The skill Evil Eye of Heaviness can be acquired by spending 200 skill points. Do you want to acquire it? Yes. Evil Eye of Heaviness was acquired, remaining skill point 0. The one that I chose after hesitating is Evil Eye of Heaviness. I chose this because I thought that I can obstruct my opponent's movement if I use this. My opponent's movement is slowed with Evil Eye of Heaviness, weakened with Evil Eye of Curse, and completely seal my opponent's movement with Evil Eye of Paralysis. The Evil Eye's triple play is completed here. Thus, I made it the Evil Eyes to stop my opponent's movement. My other weapons are comparatively enhanced. When the time comes, I can just acquire a suitable magic skill at 100 points. Huh? Isn't that better? Although I'm very obsessed with the Evil Eyes, my status is as a magic specialized status, right? Isn't it better to acquire magic skills? Of course not. I will keep it that way. It's not because I can yearn to deploy 8 Evil Eyes at the same time. It's not that case. Well, either way, I will save my points for a while. I don't know how many points I will get in the evolution bonus. I will change the correspondence a little according to the amount. If it's a lot, I might put skills that need a lot of points like Sloth in my list. Well then, the reason I chose Evil Eye of Heaviness is not only because it has an advantage in combat. With the meaning to test it, Evil Eye Activate. Gah, what are you doing, Information in Charge? I tried putting gravity on myself. It's heavy. I thought of what I am lacking of, and that's muscle. This guy started to talk. The Z-Fighters train with many times of gravity, and they obtain the power to be able to defeat the approaching powerful enemies. Although I understand what you're saying, it's a hindrance while I'm scale peeling. There's no meaning if you don't accustom it. Sounds good. Do your best, Body in Charge. Aim to overcome the 1,000 times gravity. I'll die! Thus, it was decided that gravity will always be applied on myself. Looks like this evil eye is the effect as I thought. Raise the gravity of the thing that enters my line of sight. If I continue to apply this on myself regularly, I'm sure that the evil eye's skill proficiency and my physical status will increase. If things go well, the Herculean strength skill might rise. Although it's only a little heavy now because it's still level 1, it will become a considerable burden if its level rises. If I release my gravity during battle, I can do a limiter release. Sounds good. At that time, I want to shout, "Restriction release!" But by all means, my voice won't come out though. Yep, just doesn't have a voice. Still a spider. Whatever. Is somebody thanking for the chapter? I scrolled down to the comments. The comments are full of spoilers, probably.